Hello everybody, how you doing? Today I thought we'd have a look into this whole Princess Diana's spirits with me now and not with William anymore statements Harry's made in the past. And also there has been some mentionings in the press and mentionings in gossip columns as well that Harry feels like he's channeling Princess Diana's spirit, and that like her time with William's done and now she's went to look after Prince Harry and his family. And I just wanted to see a little bit more detail about that, what the cards would have to say about it. We have had kind of threads of it coming through where there's been like, it's almost like he thinks it's happening but it isn't, if you know what I mean. And I'm not saying his mom's spirit isn't around him in some form or other, and I'm not saying that she probably isn't around William and her loved ones and her family as well, because of course she is at some degree, but to the level where she's helping him write a book, almost like she's having contact with him in a way. I just wanted to have a look and see into more of that, to see what the cards have to say and have a dig a little bit deeper, if you will, around that subject. But before I begin, if you're new here, please subscribe, share, like, leave a comment, let me know what you want for a reading next time. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate you guys. You are amazing. Thank you for being here. And we've got a new thing called the Emotional Support Coven. For £2.99 a month, you get access to some extra bits and bobs, extra video content, extra readings, a live stream for members only where you can ask questions, and members only posts and community stuff. We're a nice bunch, so feel free to, if you would like to join, please do. Don't be shy. It's open to everyone and anyone. Just please be nice. So that's the Emotional Support Coven. So if you want to join, it's really cool. If not, if you just subscribe, that's even brilliant. Just thank you. I do appreciate all you guys' support. So let's have a look into this whole, is Princess Diana around Prince Harry exclusively and helping him write a book type situation type deal. So we're going to have a look into that. I'm just going to look at the overall general situation to see if the cards pick up anything. I'm just using the normal Radiant Rider-Waite for this one. To start off with, we're just doing a Celtic Cross spread, and we just have a look into what is going on, what possibly could be going on. Okay, so this is a journey. This is all about Harry moving away from his family, setting some distance between him and them. Yeah, and he feels like he's struggled enough. He's had a burden. There's all this kind of going on with him. So straight away, there's wands, there's passion, there's creativity, there's anger, there's tension. Again, Knight of Wands, he's saying this out of anger. So this could be something that is done to wound, rather than that something that is actually there. He's had it, he's had enough. He wants his mum to himself. There we go, Six of Wands underneath. Straight away, like I'm saying, there's anger, there's tension. He is really hurt. He feels like defeated. It's almost like he's feel wounded and moved on from things. Things are not as quick, as easy as he imagined them to be, and he feels like he's lost his status. I mean, what's he lost? He's lost his, you know, he always wanted to be in an army as a little boy, and then he became an officer, and then he left the army, and he had strong links with veterans of the Invictus Games, and then he got made the head of the Marines, which was then taken away from him when he left the working royal family, because he's not a working member of the royal family anymore, and he feels like that has been stripped. So that is the one thing that's coming through here that he is angry about, and he's probably still angry about that. Six of Pentacles leaving it. This is about charity and charitable endeavours. this showings to me, because Harry is meant to be more than anything else somebody who gives and is a charitable person. This is his whole brand. He's being like his mum, which, remember, his mum did a lot for landmines and stuff like that. But what he's doing, which his mum didn't do, which I think is very important, is he is setting up his own foundation outside of the royal family, because the royal family's got their own foundations within it. And he's kind of like, it's almost like they're making a bit of money through that, where Princess Diana kind of worked with already formed foundations to raise awareness, so she had no kind of added extras onto that, if you will. So there's this disingenuous kind of feel with this. He wants to be this kind of charity giving people thing, but there isn't anything going on at the minute. What's coming through this reading, there's only really status and anger. Okay, so there's going to be some bad behaviour revealed with the Five of Swords. Things have been taken which shouldn't have been taken. Things have been lent on which shouldn't have been lent on. And this behaviour is going to be revealed. So let's have a look and see. King of Pentacles. Again, this is Harry in a bad place. He is not necessarily saying this because I don't know if he genuinely feels something. But one of the things that drives him around this is anger. What's surrounding him there? Negative impression of his mother issues. Now, I wouldn't say negative impression. What I mean to say is, this is somebody who's very unmotherly around him. This is somebody who's giving him is being quite cruel. And you can be cruel, like there's obvious ways in being cruel, but there are other. One way of being cruel is picking at someone's trauma then and again and again. And this is kind of the energy that's coming out with Harry, and it makes him, it doesn't bring out the positive attributes. Now, Harry is a Virgo, which is the King of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, they're the earth signs. They come through in tarot as the King of Pentacles. He has mommy issues. It's well known he's got issues with his mum passing on at such a young age. And he feels like it's constantly replaying. Yeah. So here with the Seven of Cups, he doesn't really realise what's happening. There's this ethereal feeling. And it's almost like somebody's kind of not being honest with him. They're moving things around. They're doing things. Interesting. So we have the Hanged Man there, and that's somebody who should be like wisdom and showing things. Is there somebody who is immensely patient here with this whole situation, is watching it all and taking it all in, and they may be able to reveal some more about it? So this could be somebody quite spiritual, to do with maybe the royal family, like somebody they know in the real world, I'm saying, and kind of correct it. Now let's have a look and see if Harry is indeed in contact with his mum. Because I'm looking at the cards, he looks like he's in a very angry place. Now that's not necessarily what kind of energy people get from Princess Diana. She was emotional, yeah. She was up, she was down, she was in love, she was romantic. I mean, it's like one of you guys commented the other day, she read Barbara Cartland novels. You know, she's a complete kind of romanticist. She wants everything to be emotionally kind of in love and feel loved and all that kind of stuff. But this is somebody who's quite angry, and I don't think if you were in contact with a spirit, you would be that angry, especially if it's... But what is Harry Page of Cups. Okay. So when it comes to this subject, he's quite influenced, easily influenced. He's quite wishy-washy and quite romantic around it. So he thinks he's being intuitive, sure, but he's not really. Judgment, okay, and it's in reverse. Somebody's leading him around here and resetting his boundaries and resetting his lines about where things are, and with regards to his sense of self, his relationship with others, and his relationship with his mother. So there is something more at play here. What is... Yeah, so of course, above the situation, we have the Devil. This is somebody is playing mind games on him with this information. It is dark. It is being lied to. He could even be thinking he's talking to a spirit. He might think it's his mum, and it's not. This could be something that's attached itself to him. And he really thinks he's talking to someone, but it is not his mum. One of the things when you've got a negative entity, they're very good at mimicking things. They're very good at pretending there's a voice, throwing a voice, doing things that will make a person interact with it more. I really feel like this is an oppressive energy around him. You don't often get and there we have the Chariot underneath in reverse, and it's chaos. There's this emotional up and down. There's been this pulled in two directions. He's not quite in the right headspace. He's not quite in the right mind. It's almost like there's two parts of him. There's this angry part of him, and then there's this part that he wants to believe this thing. Okay. So there has, leading up to it, there has been some shady behaviour with the Seven of Swords there. Someone's taken something that they shouldn't have and moved things around and done something they shouldn't have. And this has created this negative space for him. We have the Moon. This makes him quite unwell as well. His shadow self is being played, basically. And it's leading him. I mean, he does have this very kind of worry or bitter kind of energy he has. He has got a spiteful energy about him. But that is being played on and played on and played on. Almost to the point where he is doing things he knows he shouldn't necessarily do. But he believes, he genuinely does believe he is in the right. But he's not. He's being controlled. what we see, this is creativity. It's stifled creativity. It's this, I want to be so cultured, I want to know what I'm doing. And this could not be to do with the book. Maybe he doesn't feel like, with the Chariot there and Temperance in reverse there, he maybe does not feel like he has got full control and creative control of maybe the projects and things that he's involved with. He may feel like he's out of control with it, and he wants to try and regain that information. What's surrounding him is risk and a new start and a Fool. With every other card that's come out, and I know the Fool can be a joyous one, and I know it's upright, but because we have the Chariot in reverse, because we have the Devil above him, and the Moon coming into that the next step, this is someone who is kidding themselves, and they kind of get jollied along, and this is the right thing to do. Come on, keep it moving, we're going to have a great time, we're going to have a good time, everything's going to be all right. Come on, just take that next step, take that next step, take that next step. Completely lied to. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What he's concerned about here, we have more of that Tower energy. The Tower in reverse is something that came up for them. It was around the Queen's funeral. They were getting a lot of Towers in reverse. Again, there's got more Tower. He feels like there has got more stuff that is being taken away from him. Interesting. So we've got the Four of Swords there right at the end. It's upright. If you're looking for a card reading that shows you're channeling somebody, and they are who they say they are, this is not the spread you'd want. This is something from God knows what dimension that's latched onto him, and it's going to cause him to need some time out. He is going to burn himself out, and he is going to make himself more ill with this. He has to really, I mean, he's not going to watch this, but I don't think that anyone around him who really, really does have his best interests at heart, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, of course, I really don't think that he's got anyone around him who genuinely care for him the way his family really do. Let's see if Meghan believes Harry's channeling Princess Diana. Seven of Pentacles. She's growing impatient with it. Four of Wands. She wants to get on and move on and build things up and build her foundation up with things. She quite wants to stake her claims. Devil in reverse. Temperance in reverse. We've got Temperance in reverse for Harry. We've got Prince of Wands there. High Priestess. Princess of Wands. I'll put this all together. I'm just doing this really quickly because I've kept you a long way. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have got Temperance underneath. There's stuff going on with creative control. Both of them have it in reverse. Both of them don't necessarily feel that they've got it in control. It's on Harry's mind, and it's what's driving Meghan at the minute. He has the devil upright and she has the devil in reverse there. So he may well be telling her, yeah, I think this is the thing. And she's like, yeah, of course it is, whatever. But she's getting impatient with it now. She's using his belief that is allegedly for entertainment purposes only control there to kind of more control him. We've got the Prince of Wands leaving the situation, which is the Knight of Wands. And this is somebody who's very passionate and wanting to do things. I mean, if you just look at that card, she's really bringing that energy in, and she's saying, no, I'm fine with it. She's absolutely fine with what's going on. Because what we have there is the Princess of Wands upright, which is the Page of Wands. She's very passionate and definitely riled up around it. What's surrounding her is the Ace of Cups. And when we're talking about Princess Diana, she's very Ace of Cups energy. One, she's in spirit. Two, like, they see her as this kind of almost deifier, and this kind of loving mother energy. And with that there, she's really she's mentioning her a lot. The Three of Wands, what she's worried about is things not working out with the Wands, with creativity projects, with getting things laid out. And because we're talking about this, the stuff around the Queen, that could be the Queen, or it could be somebody who they know, who they consult, an astrologer or a healer, or somebody who is feeding on into this. Somebody with the feet in one world or the other. And they're feeding on into this whole kind of game thing. And she's going to feel like she's wanting to give up something and sick of being on the defensive with something around Princess Diana. And he is taking time out in the long run. Again, this is all for entertainment purposes only. I like to add, though, before we finish up and wrap up, I do feel like this is not, he's not talking to Princess Diana. He's talking to something icky, to put it mildly. But there we go. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think of the reading. I'm off to Sage and chill out now. Thank you so much for being here. Leave your comments down below. I'm always interested in hearing from you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.